Hi there, this is Nishil, and in this video I will be showing you the CM13 that is CyanogenMod 13 features, and I'm running CyanogenMod on top of Android Marshmallow. So let's begin. Let's go back, start by going to settings and start. First is the Wi-Fi menu, in which we have the normal settings, have the Bluetooth, SIM cards, then we have data usage and more. So these are the basic features which are available in every phone. Now comes the customization part. First we have the sound, in which we have other settings such as music app on and other sounds, then vibrate on call, vibrate on touch, etc. Then we have display and lights. In this we have the brightness level customization. Then we have adaptive brightness, in which we can do like this. Then we have the live display. Now this feature is used for using in night mode. For example, I turn it on to night. Now it has some other like another background, so in which our eyes have. Now I'll turn it off for the time being. Now we have rotation, live display, hold and wake, double tap to sleep, and then sleep, wake, etc. Then we have LED notification customizable. Now if your phone supports LED notification, suppose we have battery low, so when I click on it, I can choose any of the colors from these, and like there are ample of colors, and I can choose it to whichever color I want, and I can do it to battery low, charging, full charge. Then I have for calls, apps, etc. So this is a very useful feature. Then we have themes, in which I can change my boot animation, my system icons, etc. Then we have the notification, in which we have heads up, do not disturb, and etc. Then we have lock screen. In this the pattern, I choose pattern, so I can choose 3x3 pattern, 4x4 pattern. The 3x3 is a regular which is available in every phone. Suppose you can choose the 6x6 pattern, then I can choose the 5x5 pattern, and so on. So this is a very good feature. Then we have other lock screen shortcuts. In this I can choose these shortcuts which I want, such that I can add a voice button here on any calculator, any other app, and I can use it directly from the lock screen. Then these are some things. Then we have buttons. Now my phone supports the capacitive button as well as the on-screen button, so I can and disable them. Now in the buttons layout, I can choose whether I want this to be here or this to be here. Then I can add more buttons such as the menu button or the search button, etc. Then I don't want this, so I can just do an empty button and go back. Then I can use the power button to end the call. Then I can press the power button twice for the camera, and these are some more controls. Then we have additional buttons. So I'm using OnePlus X, and I have an alert slider, so it chooses the position, such as when my alert slider is in top position, the phone will be to all notifications. Then when it's my middle, I will choose to priority only, and then when it's in bottom, it means complete silence. So I can customize it in the way I want. Then we have gestures such as draw a circle to activate camera, draw two lines for music, draw V2 toggle flashlight, haptic feedback, etc. And these gestures work when the phone is locked. So it's a very good thing. Then we have the doors puzzle, in which we have the ambient display, etc. Then we have the battery, in which you can do something. And then we have the security, in which we can choose the normal screen pinning, etc., in which I told you in the previous video. Then we have the memory, in which it tells how much RAM have we consumed. Then we have the user standard option. Then we have system profile, in which we can set which all feature it wants, so that it saves battery, such as there are some mode in which it particularly disables Wi-Fi or etc. Then we have status bar. This is the main part of CyanogenMod 13. Now in this I can customize which all feature I want on the status bar. Then there's a clock style, such that I can do the clock to center, as you can see. Then I can do the clock to left. Then I can do the clock hidden, and then right. Then we have the AM PM, which can be small, as you can see here, hidden, or normal. Then we have the battery status. It can be as icon, as you can see. It can be landscape. It can be a circle. It can be text, or it can be hidden. So I'm choosing circle for now. Then we have battery percentage, where it can be hidden, inside the circle or inside the whichever thing you choose, and or next to icon. So I'm choosing inside. Then we have the brightness control. This is a very good feature. Just slide left and right on the status bar so that you can increase or decrease the brightness. Then we have the notification count and a quick pull down. So we can choose the quick pull down to right. So quick pull down is like if we do it, it goes once and then down. If we just do once, it comes to this menu. Whereas we do it from left, we have to do it 2 times. So this is known as quick pull down, and we can customize it from being to left or center or right. Then we have the apps, which is the normal. Then we have accounts, standard accounts. Then we have privacy, in which we can set the block, color list, engine must settings. Then we have the normal Google settings, which are for keyboard, voice, etc., and for the Google app. Then we have location. Then we have standard date and time, the weather, accessibility, and storage and USB. This is a very good feature of Android Marshmallow, that we can adopt storage. So I have a SD card which is of 64 GB, and I have made it as my internal storage. As you can see, the storage used is more on SD card. Hence, all my apps are installed on the SD card by default. Then we have language and input is standard, printing, developer option. Now, one thing good about developer option is that even if your phone isn't rooted or you don't have any custom recovery as TWRP or something like that, just you need to go down to root access and click on apps and ADB. This will allow root, and you can root your phone just in 2 seconds. Like, you don't have to install any app or something, just enable developer option and you are rooted. And then we have other options in developer options, etc. Then we have about phone standard and other things. So, and then we have more like these are my widgets. Then I have settings over here. In the drawer setting, the app drawer which I have, I can use it to compact and horizontal. What this will do is, like, I can do it like this, or what I can do is on settings, just do it horizontal. So you can see this over here. And when you click on this a second, when you click on sections, this will bring into these sections where you have this menu also and this menu also. So Sanjay mod is highly customizable and is very efficient to use. So there are no lags in this OS, and you can flash this ROM via TWRP recovery. And I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, so please hit the subscribe button and like and share our videos. Thank you.